people used to comment on my looks, when I started out, and would tell me that, you won't be able to do lead parts and this and that. So yeah, 8-9 years back, yeah, I've done little filler on my chin because I wanted my face to be balanced towards somebody with disabilities. That's the first human, I think, reaction that we have towards someone like that. But once you start spending time with them,
He's not a disabled person. For me, he's a bigger hero than most of us are. एक real life का hero है वो जो उसने अपनी life में
Yeah.
achieve किया. So for me, it already has so much drama. जो मसाला आप बोल रहे हैं.
they both are very, very real people, and we keep our reality intact. And also we do this because we love it, because I always want to be an actor for myself. This is a dream that I saw personally sitting in Gurgaon.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm in conversation with the maker and actor of Srikanth, Rajkummar Rao and Tushar Hiranandani. So nice to have you. Thank you so much for joining us on Instant
No, thank you.
Bollywood.
Thank you. Tell everyone what you were telling me about the trailer. You saw the trailer.
It is an amazing trailer.
Thank you.
For sure. And I was saying that 110%. And what's first thing जो मेरे दिमाग में आया was your body language. And आपने जिस तरह से वो body language को adapt किया है श्रीकांत का. Tell me how challenging that was for you exactly.
It was certainly challenging. I won't say it's easy. I've never played a visually impaired boy before, and we don't also actually make too many films about people with disabilities. But बहुत मेहनत थी उसके पीछे. There was a lot of hard work. There was a lot of homework that was needed. So I started spending a lot of time with visually impaired people. In life, I would try and observe their mannerisms. I would ask them too many questions about their life, how they see the world, what are the problems they face, how do they tackle with those difficulties. And then spending time with Srikanth himself,
Yeah.
because we're portraying his life. So through him, I got to know and learn a lot about that disability. But spending time with him, I also realized that how normal he is. He doesn't take it like he has any kind of disability. He is as normal as we are. He would do everything that anybody of us can do. Yeah.
But कहीं ना कहीं do you feel that it's a representation of a certain community or certain set of people which makes you feel very responsible as an actor कि कहीं मैं गलत ना हो जाऊँ तो मैं एक community को offend ना कर दूँ. एक actor के लिए शायद वो एक responsibility भी बहुत बड़ी बात है.
It is a responsibility. It's also a challenge, but I'm happy to take those challenges. Always happy. It happened with Badhai Do when the trailer came out. A lot of this conversation started that maybe somebody from the queer community should play this character. But when people watched the film, they were very happy to say that we are very glad that Raj did this part because he portrayed it in a very real way and portrayed it exactly how a person who's closeted would feel. So I'm glad that happened, and I'm very hopeful that it will happen with Srikanth also.
No, I'm sure it will. And so for you, what makes you say this story in a time where masala films, action films, larger than life films are working so well and people are going towards that formula? We see very less true stories. Recently we only saw Maidan and now we're seeing Srikanth.
We saw 12th Fail also.
Yeah, 12th Fail, which was again a massive success. But are we going towards that direction again? Because it's been 4 years since you've been wanting to tell this story.
4 years because of COVID.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. But like you said, it is for me. These kind of stories call themselves to me and my wife. We like to make these kind of films because I enjoy it. Like when you say masala films, I've written that all my life. I used to be a writer. I've written a lot of masala films. So even in these films that I make, I don't. I add my own kind of masala. So for me, it is not like there's no masala. It has the ingredients. If you like that promo trailer today, is because of there is enough masala to it, and it's just not about a dukhi promo. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है क्या लोग खाली बोल रहे हैं अरे बेचारा. Everyone is saying यार hero है ये तो यार completely. So that's the reason I like to make these kind of films. And मुझे तो ये मसाला पिक्चर ही लगती है.
Absolutely, and it will touch everyone's heart. I think the trailer itself बहुत ही emotional था, and you felt a certain kind of emotion towards Srikanth when you saw it. यहाँ पे भी I feel एक thin line होती है. जब मैंने श्रीकांत को भी ट्रेलर लॉन्च के दिन देखा था, he's very confident. He doesn't feel like there is anything wrong with him where people perceive him in a certain way. He doesn't care. He knows what he is, which I think is very inspiring. उसी को ध्यान में रख के I want to know that how do you make sure that you know, people are not sympathetic towards him, but actually empathizing over Srikanth as a person.
You know, it's very human to feel sympathy towards somebody with disabilities. That's the first human, I think, reaction that we have towards someone like that. But once you start spending time with them, especially with our film, once you watch it, at one point we have tried that. At one point, you should forget that you're watching a visually impaired guy's story. You should just enjoy it as a story, and then you were like, oh, he happens to be blind. That's the aim that we
That
want,
is
because
the
when
aim
you
also.
spend time also with Srikanth, for first few minutes maybe you would be like, you would be aware, oh, you know, you're talking to a visually impaired boy, and you have to be careful. But once you know him enough, you're like, he's such a cool guy. He's as normal as I said, as we are.
Not
Yeah.
only Srikanth, like
So many of them,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, all of them. Because in our
Yeah.
film, we have whichever visually impaired character you see, there are a lot of the children there. They're actually all visually impaired. We've not
Yeah.
casted any actor. They
Yeah.
Yeah.
themselves are. Even the child who plays Srikanth, he's so confident. All of them are so confident. When you meet the child, he's so confident. Rajbhai and we sat with him. The kid was so confident, we were shocked. But imagine a
Yeah.
child who's 6 years, 7 years old. He was talking so confidently. And that boy has won Filmfare Award for Best Actor in a short film. So imagine that.
Yes.
So they have a lot of confidence. All that they need is to give them that equal opportunity. That's it.
Yeah.
But so why this particular story? Because you were really chasing him to get the rights
Yeah.
of this particular film. What, according to you personally, touched you and your wife कि ये ही story बतानी है and I want to take this to the audience?
आपको दिख रहा है अभी प्रोमो में why? That's why. Because मुझे पता था कि ये हीरो है. For me, he's not a disabled person. For me, he's a bigger hero than most of us are. एक real life का hero है वो जो उसने अपनी life में
Yeah.
achieve किया. So for me, it already has so much drama. जो मसाला आप बोल रहे हैं, drama, मसाला सब है उसकी life में. So for me, that there cannot be a better story for me to say than Srikanth.
You know, one thing he's also always emphasized on कि आप अगर hard work करोगे तो आप वो चीज़ कर सकते हो और ऐसी कोई चीज़ नहीं है जो आप नहीं कर पाओगे.
Yeah.
Which is Raj, something that even you imbibed very early on in your career. You were very, very hard working.
Even
And
now he is.
Yeah, 100%. But he has emphasized a lot in his initial journey. He always felt that मेहनत से सब कुछ हो सकता है. Did you think that is one quality that you could relate with him?
Oh,
fully
totally,
while
totally.
research?
I think he's also come from a humble background, just like myself, and he has achieved a lot in life. Of course, I haven't achieved even 10% of what he has achieved, but he also had this sheer dedication towards what he wanted to do with his life. And same way, I could totally relate to his hard work because he has achieved everything in life just by sheer hard work.
Yeah.
And when in my case also, I only thing I had was just to work the hardest than the others. So yeah, that's what I think that's what has made me who I am.
You know, but there's an expectation that every time your film comes, कुछ अलग होगा, and you live up to those expectations because every time you offer something new to the audience, which is amazing. But कभी ऐसा हुआ है that you really like a script or a character which is something similar to what you've done in the past, but you're probably not doing it because you don't want to repeat it.
Yeah, it has happened, especially in a light-hearted, when you do a light-hearted film like a small town light-hearted. Sometimes you find that similarity in the character, but then I try and tweak the part that what can I bring in new to this character. Like in Ludo, when I read Ludo, I was like, I've done this this part a couple of times with Bichara, Lover, but then we got this streak of Mithunda in that
Yeah.
character, that he's a Mithunda fan. So that made him different. That made him more gullible and vulnerable and lovable. So otherwise, I've said no to a couple of films which I found very similar to what I've done earlier. But if a script is great, if the maker is fantastic like Anurag Basu, then you can't say no to it.
Yeah.
But you have to find some tweak to the character.
I think आज तक we read the menu card the way you have read it in the film. I think it's amazing. But also one more thing this film talks about, I feel, is optimism.
Yeah.
Is about looking at the half glass full always towards
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
which is beautiful. As two individuals in this industry where you have probably people, jealous of you, trying to put you down and, giving a lot of unsolicited opinions, how do you probably make sure that you're still looking at the half glass full just in your own arena of work?
Well, if their opinion doesn't matter, then it should not matter to you. They're not the people who've made you. They're not giving any constructive feedback. Constructive feedback is always welcome. That helps you grow as an artist, as a human being. As long as if it's not that, then you just better ignore it. There will be all kinds of people who will say all kinds of things about you or your work, but see what you want to take from that and what is not usable, just throw it in the bin.
What about you?
Yeah, and also you have to have the right kind of people around you. So
Yeah.
that's what matters. I feel that people who around you know to tell you the shut up, don't fly too much. You need people that also.
Yeah.
It's natural. It'll be natural if this film does well and I go a little mad. Yeah, I'm not denying that it might happen.
Yeah.
But then you need people like my wife who comes and then slaps me and says, shut up. Oh, my son who's 4 years old, he can also do that to me. Oh, my friends. So it depends on how you are and what kind of people
Yeah,
you are.
yeah.
Does that happen with you and Pratulekha as well? Like the
Oh yeah,
equation?
yeah. I think both of us, we both are very, very real people, and we keep our reality intact. And also we do this because we love it, because I always want to be an actor for myself. It's a dream that I saw personally sitting in Gurgaon, not to prove a point to anyone, just for myself. And I worked very hard for it. So yeah, that I don't take it seriously. I don't take any tag seriously. Because once I'm off screen, once I'm not shooting, I'm at home, I'm just Raj. Otherwise, I'm that character on set. These are the two personalities I have. Apart from that, no, I don't take anything seriously.
But Raj, there's a lot of news about your physical transformation over years, and especially now, what is going in your head when you see news about yourself?
Physical transformation for the character, yes, that I do for sure. Whenever I get a chance to gain weight, to lose weight, whatever. But yeah, lately I think this whole news about this surgery thing going on. No, I've not done anything like that at all. It's a time-consuming process. I don't have that much of time. People who've done it would tell you that. Also, that picture that is going viral. Even I also looked at that picture and I found it very funny because that person in the picture doesn't look like me at all. Now you're seeing me in live. I don't think so I look like that person. It's such a flawless, clear skin picture like a model, and I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
It certainly feels like a touched up picture.
Yeah.
Because I have these lines which I'm very proud of. I'm not a young 21 guy anymore. And that picture is a very different picture of me. I think somebody has played a prank, but that's fine, each to his own. But yeah, saying that, yeah, people used to comment on my looks, when I started out, and would tell me that, you won't be able to do lead parts and this and that. So yeah, 8-9 years back, yeah, I've done little filler on my chin because I wanted my face to be balanced, because my dermatologist asked me to, and I said, why not? I definitely feel more confident after that. I think I look better than what I was 10 years back if you compare the pictures also. I said, why not? I thought, why not? It's my personal life. I want to do this. There's no harm in it. There's science available.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
No, I'm sure everybody would like to do it. It's just that you all are public figures.
Yeah.
So
Not only public. I think public figure is 0.01% of people who've done it. It's a booming industry.
True.
There are millions of people out there who are doing it. There are men, so many millions of men out there who've done transplant because they want to feel confident. There are girls who are going to parlors and doing their eyebrows, the threading. Why? Because they want to look nice. They want to feel confident. So I think it's a very personal thing, and just putting little filler in my face, little bit here and there on the chin. If it makes me look a certain way, and if I feel confident about it, then it's for me. Yeah, it doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change my passion, my dedication towards my work.
100%, you do you.
Yeah.
100. And
Yeah.
I have to say before I end this that this year looks so good and so fascinating for
Thank you.
So many exciting things coming up. There's Srikanth for starters, and then
Yeah.
we have. I remember Janvi used to keep saying that she wants to work with two people badly, and one of them was you. So there's Mahi, and then there's one film with Tripti as well. There's so much coming.
Yeah.
And everything looks amazing.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about it?
No, certainly I'm very, very excited about 2024. I think starting with Srikanth, which is a very special film, very close to my heart, gave everything to this film. Then there's Mr. and Mrs. Mahi, which is a beautiful, beautiful relationship drama. Very proud of it. Then there's 3 Part 2. I think the name is enough. Then there's Vicky Vidya Ka Wo Wala Video along with Tripti. A very fun film. I think one of the most funniest scripts that I have come across till date.
Did you happen to speak to Tripti? Because I think after the filming of Vicky Vidya, that's when Animal released, and then there was this whole phenomena of Tripti being the national crush. Did you ever speak to her after that?
No, it released before we started filming, right before we started filming, and of course I congratulated her. She did a great job in the film. She looked great in the film, and she's a very talented actor, and I think we're having a great time making Vicky Vidya Ka Wo Wala Video.
Awesome. All the very best for Srikanth, and we're hoping for many more successes.
Thank you, Aina.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you super soon.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Tushar Hiranandani.
I am Rajkummar Rao, and please like, share, and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.